Alright guys, it's taken me a little bit of time, but I've hit rank 10 with the Helminth. And you know what that means? That means we're going to do a quick overview. As far as how leveling up this works, you gain experience just by feeding it. And we'll feed it in just a second. Here's the button down here, bottom right hand, we'll get there. But really, how I got most of my experience is by feeding him warframes. No, I'm not gonna let him have Zaku. Not yet. Yet. Yes, because Zaku is definitely slated for this Helminth at some point. But really quick, first ability, this sucks. Good thing you're not there very long. Second ability, rebuild shields. You do that with arcanes, it's not really great. Again, the Persipacity. Terrible. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. I cannot believe they actually did this. Now, I guess it has uses in Sortie Spy, but just, it hurts. It hurts. The mind boggles. Fourth, you get 10 subsume slots. This is great. This will keep you, because up to here, you only have a couple, 3 or 4. And so you're really struggling, you gotta feed them. And it'll get you there, but it's tight. Now, energized munitions. Haven't tried it, can't say. March for Death, nerfed really badly, kinda works. Not for me. 20 subsume slots. You get to here, you won't have to worry about them anymore because you can get to 10th. Yep. Sentient Appetite, no one cares. This is a bad mechanic. I hope they change it. This only really helps if you've really gone far in Eidolon hunting. And it's for the super tryhards when you get here. Expedite Suffering, I don't know why this exists. I really don't. There's a lot of things like that. But let's go ahead, before looking over the abilities, let's feed the Helminth. So for oxides, what we have? Way too expensive for titanium, and that's gonna be a pattern throughout. Railjack resources are insanely overcosted. Insanely overcosted. D's already announced they're gonna rework that and reduce them significantly. I bet they're still going to be insanely overcosted. I do not believe that D is going to get the values right for this. 20,000 titanium is not worth it. That is more than the best Mark III weapon. Usually you need 6 to 15,000 for any weapon or any item. 20,000? No, that's way too much. Way too much. Alloy plate? You get lots of extra of this. This is very common and you don't have a whole lot of uses for it. Carbides, railjack resources. Again, no. Gallium you'll eventually have too much, and this is kind of what I've been feeding him a lot. But really it's salvage and ferrite. But let's go ahead. So salvage, if you see, I feed him salvage. His hunger is only going to go up a little bit, from 25 to 38.5. That's not much. But let's see what happens. Suddenly it only goes up by 3%. Yeah, that's right, Helminth. Shut up. You're eating more of this. Have some more. That's right. You'll eat what I feed you. Yep. And now I just burned all that salvage. I'm only at 53%. Let's go with something with a green arrow. These are stupid important. 30%. 30%. So really what you want to do is give them a mix of things. See, just like that. Let's compare those resources. I gave him 120,000 salvage. And it did less than these two. In fact, these two combined did more than double that. There's a huge scaling time thing that I'm not a huge fan of. D essentially said, if you rush this, you're going to get punished. You're going to get punished hard. And it's going to cost you. And I don't agree with that sentiment. I really don't. In Calcs, really, I've been giving him Groctrol. That's the, like, Railjack resources and Hexanon. I mean, granted, I'm banking Hexanon, but Groctrol and Rubido is really what you're kind of gonna feed him. This is just super easy to obtain. It only costs 50. This is a lot more. Biotics. This thing, I've not found a good dump anywhere. Because these, you want all these things. I mean, I guess if you've got access to the open worlds, Maprico and Pustulite is where it's at. This is very, very basic. This is the bottom tier as far as rarity goes, and this is what you're going to want to feed them. Synthetics. This, I hate this, because look at this. Detonite ampules and field drones are in the same category. These are resources you will always have too many of. Always. Always, always, always. They were introduced, and they're just in a weird place. I can use this much polymer. I can't use this many Oricon cells, but most people won't have that many. But Detonite ampules, oh my gosh. We're gonna hit 100% with them, because it takes nothing. Yeah, that's right. You enjoy that, Tubby. And then here, I've got the Morphix, I've got the Thermal Sludge, I do not have the Cryotic, and just, again, all the resources values are kind of off. I hope D changes this around. Really hope they change it around. But we'll get there. If you build it up over time, you're not going to have any issues. We'll do some reviews on abilities later. I've got a lot left, and I want to feed it everything. So, we're getting there. We're getting close, boys and girls. But really, that's the overview of the Helminth. And really, get it once you finish the star chart. Finish the star chart, and then go to Deimos, do what you need to do to get it, and slowly start feeding it resources, only the resources you have tons of extra of, and you'll get there. You'll get there in actually not too long. It really won't take long, especially if you spread things out. Helminth is really cheap. I don't like how it's implemented. It still doesn't give any value for your huge hordes of resources, and it's a start, but it's not enough. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great night, y'all.